What if I told you there's a lure in your tackle box that you're not using that can help you catch fish right now? Decent size. Decent size. There we go. Well, what if I told you that you actually probably already have this lure in your box? It's the swim jig. These swim jigs are absolutely awesome this time of year. You put a paddle tail swimmer on these things and take the time to learn them, they're unstoppable. Swim them around, drop them down wherever you want. You can use these in all different types of scenarios. This is the new way to go, or the old way to go, this time of year. And I have been catching tons of fish. I promised myself I would not fish with any other lure. I have been using this lure for the last 10 days, and I've now caught over 15 bass with really no specific technique. These things are amazing. They work all types of different ways. This inexpensive lure has been just a great lure to come out here and just throw around. They're pretty heavy. This is a 3/8 that I have on right now. They're pretty heavy, so you can bomb them out pretty far. But the versatility of this lure has been unparalleled. I can swim it, I can drag it, I can throw it in the weeds. A lot of other lures have limitations. In this time of year, as we transition from summer to fall, the fish are all over the place. One night, they might go all to the bottom to stay warm. The next day, they're hiding underneath stuff to stay cool. So it's a really tough time of year to figure out where the fish are. In this swim jig, it's gonna find them. We're over here at the lake, and I'm gonna make my way over to a spot that I know have some rock piles, so we're gonna do some dragging in those rock piles, and we're also gonna exploit some high grassy areas. Now this lure cost me less than $4. $4 lure. I threw a Keitech paddle tail on it, and so far this thing has been incredible. On this lure alone, I've caught over 10 fish, and it's just been a matter of sticking with it. And a lot of times we'll fish a lure and we're just like, I'm done. Once you don't catch a fish, you switch off, go to another lure. You gotta stay with the lure. Find the balance of where it's going to catch fish. It doesn't always happen. I mean, sometimes you just don't catch fish anyway. So we're going to bomb this baby out. And on this one, I'm going to swim him back. Actually, I'm going to drag. So like I said, this lure is so versatile. Like right now, I could just use him as a jig. Just bring him up, let him set. Bring him up, let him set. Swim him a little. Let them set. And every time I swim it, that paddle tail is going to do its thing. We got a lot of duckweed on the water today, so we're not really even going to get a chance to see our guy swimming. Just swim this guy back a couple times. The duckweed's a lot deeper or thicker than I thought it was going to be this morning. Just taking a little break here. And we got this nice big guy. Got to be all of, I don't know, 3-pounder. I don't know, 3 pound. Tell you, swim jig, swim jig. Nice. On my lunch break. With the temperatures, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking that the fish are going to want to be hanging out more in the sunnier spots rather than hanging out in these shady areas. Probably hanging out shallow and getting some of that sunshine on them. I gotta tell you, I am so cold saw some bait fish jumping around, so I thought maybe I would get myself a couple more throw-ins. Just make sure this guy's cleaned off nice. I think they're just dancing around. There's no one chasing them, but they're just dancing around out there. All right, give it a shot.